Hello to all my friends out there, and this is Rhoda Stone, Practical Prepper, and what I'm doing today to prepare. Say a 3-day event, say a job layoff, say some kind of emergency that doesn't leave you with too much money, so you can prepare. Basically, that's what a prepper is. It's a person who's preparing. Sometimes this stuff is hard to prepare for. Sometimes, it's to be expected. Most of the time, not expected. So one thing I'm doing is the cleaning of the bathroom continues. Okay, if I'm going to have to fill my bathtub with water for drinking, I don't want any germs around my water, and it takes you a while to get your bathroom really clean, and I've got 2 of them in the bathroom with the shower. What I want to do is, if something happens, I will have big plastic trash cans full of water in my shower, plus the water that water is probably the most important thing you can store. You can go for quite a while without food, but no water. Okay, and the other thing I'm doing today is refilling my water bottles, a few at a time. And then with my water, if something happened, God forbid, I stockpile tea, any kind, but these teas from Dollar Tree, 100 bags for $1 are good, because it's black tea, and you can make iced tea or hot tea. And then I added to my stockpile some of these, just in case, I might not want to use my, sugar. I might want to use my sugar for barter. Some mention was made of gasoline, and gasoline would be an excellent thing for barter. And if you get used to drinking a little tea, then if you ever had to drink it, God forbid, you wouldn't suffer so bad. Okay, now, one of the followers suggested stockpiling granola bars. I just got these 2 out. So I said, yeah, that's a good idea. And then, if you make yogurt, that's a good little snack right there. And homemade yogurt is cheap to make. All you need is 1 yogurt and about 24 to 32 ounces of milk. And you can go to my Twitter for the recipe. And so what I do is I usually pick up 2 at a time when I'm stockpiling. So you might consider some granola bars. Okay, so now the next thing is whole grains. And so I'm going through, and I see when I go through I need more oatmeal. Uh-oh, not good. Then I have barley, because the things you are apt to run out of, and this is historically documented in the Bible, is barley, wheat, oil, and wine. So I stockpile all kinds of grape stuff, and it really makes sense if you think about it. And so what I'm doing today for my preparation is I have a good barley pilaf recipe, and I'm trying to locate it, and I will give it to you guys as soon as I locate it. And the other thing I have is about a pound of soy protein. Okay, now what is good about these is they don't need any refrigeration, and they have a long shelf life. So I'm going to be working on these whole grains, things like this that is going to last for a long time. And then and I can see how the whole grain thing might go out of control. I'm going to be looking for whole wheat cereal. One of the good ones was Uncle Sam, and try to find some Wheaties and some corn flakes. Raisin Bran shredded wheat. Those are good ones. Okay, now the other thing is nuts. And you might be saying, well, I can't afford nuts. Well, your nuts don't have to be super expensive. I bought these at Dollar Tree. And you know, you can use a little handful to go with your granola bars and your yogurt. That'd be good. And then I have, the other thing I have is some dry fruit, and I need more dry fruit. Sometimes, you know, if you rehydrate your fruit, like I bought dehydrated apricots from Dollar Tree, and there was 16 apricots in there for $1. I thought that is pretty good. And I think I made jam out of them, but you can cut them up, and you can cut the dry fruit up and put it on your oatmeal. So that is what I'm doing as far as the food. Okay, I went to the swap meet, and when I went there, it was a real eye-opener because guess what I saw? No clothes. Out here, and I don't know why, the clothes are super expensive at the thrift store. I mean, considering it's used clothes, right? But I've been stockpiling clothes all year, and I'm not about to sell my clothes either after I saw this. When I used to go to the swap meet, people would have, you know, like the hold area where you're laying your stuff out would be full of big piles of clothes. And if you look at those setups, I posted the swap meet, you don't see clothes. And so what I will be stockpiling for barter and for selling is jeans and coats. Shoes would be good, but you know, shoes are like $10 for used shoes at the thrift store, which is nuts. Another thing you don't see is purses. I have tons of purses. Not selling them, but I have tons of them. So, what I did to prepare for my prep today is cleaning of the bathroom continues. I'm refilling some of my water bottles. I'm finding the recipes for the barley and the soy protein. I'm going through my whole grain stockpile, and I'm seeing what I need. And what I need is oatmeal, so I'll be buying some oatmeal and some dry fruit. If you're new to dry fruit, I would suggest to start out raisins and apricots. And if you can find big cans of pears, I would grab those up too. So, okay, you guys, I'll be back in a few more minutes with my freezer prep. God bless you all.